From schoolmates to colleagues to bosses, and even in some relationship dynamics, at some point in our lives, we've all either experienced or witnessed bullying. Studies show that over 62% of Nigerian students have experienced bullying. These figures show that we're failing as a society. Today on Public Announcement, we're having a heart-to-heart conversation about bullying. My name is Lala. Let's talk. Have you ever experienced bullying before?
Yes, all my life.
Can you give us an instance where you were bullied?
When I was in GS1, Federal Government College, Lagos, Janiki Federal, they almost unplugged my head because I stole Gary. They almost... But I'm alive today, thank God to the Almighty God.
There's nothing like bullying in my school.
No, not in any way. I've never experienced it and I've never bullied someone.
I've witnessed when I was in school then, my secondary school days, my primary school.
Yes, I have, and I think it's common for everyone to have witnessed bullying at some point or the other.
Yes, maybe when I was small. But my mom, we say if they bully, you bully them back. So right from home, they've already taught us that we should reject anything bully.
Well, you know, from my days in secondary school, I was the labor prefect in my school, and you're expected to ensure that all junior students participate in activities of manual labor. So some people may say, oh, because you're senior prefect, you're bringing children who you're calling out every child to come participate in manual labor. But this is the school policy. If you're supposed to clean, you clean. If you're supposed to do chores, you do chores. So people may deem my actions then, which was guaranteed by rights of the school to so do, as bullying, but I wouldn't see it as bullying. I would see it as calling out the children to do their chores as expected by the policy of the school. So that's not bullying.
Will you teach your child to turn the other cheek or to fight back?
Well, if it's necessary, fight back. Well, if it's not, just leave it. Then we'll undo it the normal way.
I will raise them to be valiant.
Can actually enroll them to fighting class. I cannot fight, but if I have a child that kind of takes my own personality, because I'm this kind of peaceful person, I don't want us to fight. So I feel like I did not actually witness bullying, but if I have a child that takes after me, the child can actually bully the child, because if the child is really like me, that doesn't like fight, that is so peaceful, they might want to use that opportunity. But that kind of child, I will just go and enroll the child at small taekwondo. At least if you give somebody a blow in their mouth like this.
You on the right, you turn the left cheek. So it's not ideal. If the child has retaliated, she will not be on the right side of the story now. But for the fact that she did not retaliate, nobody will see the video and blame her for anything.
I don't know if you're expecting me to say I'm going to tell my child to do the latter, but first off, you have to learn self-defense. I don't know, you have to just learn self-defense actually, because this is something that I've experienced first time. I won't see myself having a child that is scared of her peers. You know, this time it's not even like a senior colleague bullying you. I think it's more like your set bullying you. For me, you have to fight back first off, but then you have to be very, very civil doing that. Come back to mommy and come and explain everything to mommy and let mommy handle it the adults way.
No, I'm a strong lion myself. Nobody can bully me. So nobody would bully the child of a lion. Nobody would bully a lion cub. My son is a smaller lion of myself. Nobody can bully any of us.
Like 1-2 times. You know, I have a little baby that is living with me. It's not my child, it's my neighbor's child, but it always enter my house, you get? So, if sometimes I say, overlook the first time, it's your brother, it's your friend and all that. Second time, no vex, leave. And the third time, give them back. Give them back, because if we continue like that, that child will grow to become like this. I think you understand, it just be reserved and collecting. And that has led to so many domestic violence now, because at home they say make you they collect, be patient and all that. You can give 1 step, 2 step, but the third one you react now. You react. You understand? So that's me. I don't know for any other person, but for me, I don't think it will exceed number one, number two. The third time you give them back so that the person said go no say the thing the pain.
Who do you think is to blame when a child becomes a bully?
Who do I think is the responsible adults?
Firstly, I would say it's the parents. And secondly, it's the school and maybe the teachers.
There are two sides of the coin. I don't know the background of the child, one, then the environment.
Why I say the parents is that no matter what the teacher teach the students at school, the parents have a lot to play in the life of their children. And you know, this generation of career parents, they don't have the time for their children at all. All the time they have is for their work and to provide financial support for the kids.
You know, in the quest of looking for money, the thing where they look for money for feel lost. So, do you understand? You feel lost. So,
and it's not only that can help the children. Perhaps the parents are also fighting at home. Perhaps the parents are fighting their neighbors. That might make the child to see it as a normal thing, what she can do. Even she might have been doing it before now, and nobody is blaming her or putting her in order.
So maybe Western education or Western culture is what is getting a hold of us right now. But then I feel like before a child becomes a full-blown bully, there were several little traits that you could have picked on as a responsible adult and tried to correct the child on. But you probably overlooked it, and then the child sees it as, okay, that's the normal way to go about life. Or maybe the surroundings of it.
Yeah, I saw it.
If that was your daughter, how would you handle it? Truthfully.
Okay, you know, there are most children that you might give birth to a child and think maybe you know this child very well, but inside and out, you don't even know this child. They have this different character when they're in the house, they have this different character when they're outside. So you have to know what happened for that bullying stuff to happen, or that even brought the fight. You need to know what happened. Then you will not know if you have to fight back or to address this issue normally. That's just it.
But how would you handle it?
I feel like though, like those other children too, we can say that they are children. But even my own child too is also a baby. So like, there's no baby thing. I feel like they will just put me and the child's parents inside the room first. We will have to talk before maybe anybody, before they will even like make a big meeting. They should first put me and the parents of those children, they should put them there, so they will explain how they took care of how they raised their children, to the extent that they can actually do that kind of thing to somebody else. Like, it's so painful. Like, I almost shed tears watching that video. I cannot imagine what that girl was going through. So blood go flow.
I will report to the police, and definitely my child will not go to that school again. And the police, the school, and the parents of the child that bullied my daughter will pay for it, and they will learn their lesson. Because for a child to be doing that, you must have missed it either from the family background, perhaps the parents are engaging in domestic violence, or the school are missing out in teaching what they ought to teach the children.
The first thing I'll do is to take action against the school where that sort of bullying happened, which would be to make a formal report to the IG of police or any police command responsible for that area where that school is located, to take action on investigation, to investigate what actually happened, why was the school not taking note of the activities of their children, of the wards under their care, and from there we'll take it up from there. That's what I'm doing.
Honestly, first off, I feel like I failed as a parent to have a child behave that way, whether in private or publicly. However, there's still time for correction. I just want to know what triggered you into behaving that way. As a civil child that you are, if anyone offends you, I feel like the first thing that should come to your mind is reporting it to an elderly person around. Could be your teacher, could be your parents. So first off, both children need counseling because it's quite traumatic for both of them. And something must have also triggered the bully. You know, it's fine for me to also turn out as a bully because, I want to give back what I've taken. So maybe that child was also bullied growing up, or the child has been exposed to things that made her become that kind of person, and then she feels like if anybody attacks you, bullying actually makes you want to take dominance, right? So I think just counseling, and then for real, I feel like I failed as a mother. Maybe I was not there to witness my child in her down moments before she became this bully that she is.
Bully my child for school, I don't agree. I don't agree. I will not train a child that is a mumu. Do you understand? But at the same time, if I am the one that owns the boy that bullied somebody, I will discipline him. I be being a woman, I will discipline him. I will discipline the child. I will discipline the child. Because before I got to that extent, it has been happening before. It has been happening before that they didn't look into. So that was why the boy could go out in school and bully the classmates. Because if the mom or the parents of the child are taking care of that child at home, the thing will not go out. So I don't think I can train a child. You see, my body hurts me now. I don't think I can have a child like that. I don't think. Because what I cannot give, I will not take.
She's proud of what she did. You're proud of what you did. You're proud, right? What was going on? Somebody's child, innocent child. You beat her. Did you give birth to her? Did you give birth to her?